This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are discussing about SSRS, right? So today, let us understand create list reports, right? And what is the list, and why we have to use list, and how to create a list report. All these things we'll understand today. And what is the list, demo on list, and report performance improvements. So list means no structure or no shape. User-defined structure. Structure is repetitive. So nested data regions can be available within the list. Use list to create a form kind of a report. Example for list report is credit card monthly bills, postpaid phone bills. All these are best examples for the list reports. For example, I wanted to create a report like this. Can I use a table? You cannot use a table. Can I use a matrix? I cannot use a matrix because this is how I need this structure. So this is my own structure. If you wanted to create a form kind of a report, or if you wanted to create your own user-defined structure, that's where we're going to be using a list. Clear? So when you open my bits, my SSDT, let me open this. So we have matrix, we have a table, we have charts, and now today we're going to discuss about list. Okay, let me open my SSRS existing project. Now, when you go to toolbox, view menu, toolbox, when you go, you could see a list here, right? So rectangle to get the rectangle shape. Okay, line to get the draw a line. Rectangle is there to get the rectangle shape, and so image we have used to get image from Amazon, right? So this image, if you wanted to display, we were using image only, right? Any photos you wanted to display. So today we're talking about this. Okay, let us understand what is this clearly. Now, you guys already know what is a table, right? So already we discussed about what is a table, and table will have rows and columns, right? So tables will have rows and columns. Already we knew about it. You can have a fixed defined columns, but number of rows you can insert into this. Okay. Columns easily you cannot add them, but number of rows you can have it. This is what is called a table. Now the next one we discussed about matrix. What is a matrix? Matrix is nothing but a pivoting report or a cross-tab report. So here you have x-axis and y-axis. Any both of them can grow automatically, right? So always we see arrow mark here, right? So you can x-axis is called as columns and rows, right? So this is a matrix report. So matrix is also called as a pivoting report, or it is also called as a cross tab report. So this also we had seen. The next one I'm going to be talking today, which is a list. List means no shape. That's it. Okay. No shape. That is the meaning. For example, if you buy open land to construct a house. So open land means there is no shape, right? You wanted to have a your own structure in that open land. So you go to the architect, you show them the land, and they'll give you a structure, right? So list is a open land. Open land means piece of land where you don't have any structure. But if you buy a ready-made apartment or a flat, there is a structure, right? So you cannot change the structure, because if you go in for a table has rows and column structure. If you go in for a matrix has a structure. But if I go in for a list is equivalent to open land. Open land means no shape, nothing. I can create my own structure. For example, I need a swimming pool there, I can construct. I need a flat there, I can construct. I need a zoo there, I can construct. I can have a dam there, you can construct. So what is the list? List means no shape. Okay. If you don't have no shape, You need to have your user defined shape. Okay, user defined structure you can have, and the structure is going to be repetitive. It is going to be used as a loop. Clear? And you can have within the list you can have a table. For example, I want to have a four text boxes like this, and below I wanted to have a table, and after that I wanted to also have a chart. See, because it is open space, I can create whatever I would like to have it. I can have a chart like this. Now, this is my own shape, because when you have open land, you can construct swimming pool, you can construct, a flat, you can construct a small zoo, whatever you wanted to have it, you can have it there. So it is an open land, open space. Clear? So this is what I wanted to have it. For example, when you go in for monthly credit card bills, so they'll tell you this is what is the due amount that you need to pay, $1,200, and the due date is, let us say, April or May. Let us say 12th is the due date, and that will be displayed here. And what is the due date, due amount, current date? Today is, let us say, April 8th, the bill is generated. Now you have some, reward points. Reward points, we're having 8,500 reward points. So what are the list of transactions that you have done in the credit card? That will be shown in the table. Clear? So, and they're also going to show lot of other information in the chart. So this is what is called text box. And I want to have a table, and below that I would like to create a chart and show the data, and all this is a user defined structure. I can have a list, I can have a matrix, I can have a table, I can have anything, because the list means no structure. It is open land. Inside open land you can create whatever you wanted to create. User defined structure can be created, implemented. Clear? So this is what is the beauty about list. List is a blank space only. Clear? Now, I wanted to create, I wanted to create a table and chart report today. I would like to use a list, and I would like to place these two within the list, and a grouping other things I would like to have them there. Clear? So I'm going to be taking this query. So I'm going to be going to my database called iBank, right? So now execute it. I'm able to get some data. So which is going to be giving me branch wise, product wise, some amount. Very, very simple query from the iBank database. I'm joining two tables based on some condition and grouping by something. So whatever the groupings I have, it is available here, plus aggregate function. So that's what we discussed in the SQL class today. So it's giving you a group by branch wise, product wise, balance amount. Very, very simple query. I wanted to use this query and create a report. But what is that the requirement? Let me go through the requirement here. The requirement is very, very simple. Display the data in a table and a chart, and show the data branch wise. Okay. And remember, use list to repeat the above structure. The structure needs to be repeated for every branch. That means group by branch is required at the list level. So they need like this. See, if you see branch BR1 sales is this much, and they would like to have chart also, and like that BR2 also you should get a table and a chart. For next branch also you should get a table and chart. So this is the a shape that is repeated for each and every branch. Clear? Normally we get drag and drop one table, but I am talking about I need a table and chart for every branch. So that's what I'm telling. So dragging and dropping, keeping a single table is fine, but I don't need a single table. I need a table and a chart for each and every branch. Clear? So what is the sales for a fixed, what is the products data for each branch? This is what I would like to have it. You cannot simply drag and drop a table and create this. I would like to repeat this for each and every branch. Clear, guys? So this is how I would like to create a report. Now the report is giving you the data like this. Now when you go, you're able to get this kind of a data. Clear? If you need, instead of a branch name, you can also get a branch ID. If you get branch ID, instead of a branch name, you can also go in for a branch ID here. You will be able to get a branch BR1 data, branch BR2 data, whatever you wanted to have it, you should be able to have it. Okay. If that is the case, then we need not, join also, because to get the branch name only, I'm joining. So if you don't need branch name, if you need simply branch IDs like this, then there is sufficient. Okay. So branch wise, product wise balance. Let me take, so you will be able to see a branch number instead of a branch name. Branch BR1, BR2 like this. Let it be there. Let me just simply copy this query and go and create a new report, right? So right click on this, add new item. I don't want to choose this. I want to choose this and rename this as a list report. Click on add. It's going to be adding RDL file. Now, once you create a report, now you say what is the data you would like to have branch wise product sales. Okay. Product balance. Something like this. We can give a meaningful name to the report. Now, I want to close the toolbox and go to report data, create data source. Now, for data source is iBank I'm going to be using, and I wanted to use shared one and iBank shared data source. Now, create a data set. Data set means a query, and I wanted to use, say, main set. Now I wanted to choose embedded one and go to iBank and copy and paste it, and you should be able to get these. Okay. Now this is fine. Now I wanted to display the data. Let us say create three text boxes. Insert a text box. Insert one more text box. Now let right click on it. Insert one more text box. I would like to show the data like this. So I go drag and drop a branch ID here. I go drag and drop product ID, product name here. I wanted to go drag and drop balance here. Save and preview. You're able to get some data here, right? That is a preview of this. BR1 FD, I'm able to get only one row. BR1 FD, this one. Remaining, how many data? 25 rows I have. Remaining 25 rows, I did not get it. See now? Because it is able to get the shape, but only one row is repeated, and there is no pages also. Let me go back. What I do, I will not do anything. I will simply insert a list. Okay, list means a blank space. I told you, right? So within the list, I wanted to keep this, and within the list, I would like to keep like this, and within the list, I would like to keep like this, and this is what is my list. Okay. So what list is going to be doing, I'll tell you now. List is grouping them, and now when you save and preview, now you see all the data is displayed. So this shape is repeated. See now, all the data you should be able to get it. But if you don't have the list, only one row displayed. But if I keep this shape within the list, all the data is repeated. The shape is looped. So that's what is this point. Okay. So this is the point I was talking about, right? So nested data regions, structure is repetitive. If you keep a structure, three text boxes, that is repeated for each and every row. If you don't have a list, then the structure will not get repeated. Clear? So it is going to be used as a loop. Clear, guys? So that's what is very, very important. But I don't want to, keep like this. I would like to go insert a list first. Now, after that, I wanted to create a group because the report needs like this. What is the report needs? Display the data table and chart. Show the data branch wise. Wise means I told you grouping, right? So I need each branch and the data should be displayed in this format. So I have to go to report and create a row group. So this is the list. Row group is available here. Click on this add a group parent group. I am not able to get anything here. Okay, sometimes even though you have some object, but you don't get any columns because already the data set is ready. We have 3 columns, but I would like to have branch wise, right? So if you don't get anything, what you do, you click on the list, click on this, right click on this, go to tablix properties. Now data set name you must assign. Click on OK. That's it. Now when you go add a group parent group, you should be able to get all the columns. Clear? If you don't get anything, what you should do? Right click on this, say tablix properties. Now data set name you got to assign here. Click on OK. Now once you do that, go to row groups, click on triangle parent group. I wanted to have a branch in the group. Clear? So that's it. It will create a branch. Within the branch, I wanted to display a products and its text as well as the chart. So I would like to drag and drop a table. Now right click and I say insert a table. Now this is my table got inserted. Now I would like to display product as well as balance. I don't need this column. So this is the table I'm going to be keeping inside my, let me click on this. So I wanted to have bold and I would like to create this. Clear? And I'm keeping a branch wise data. I wanted to display like this. Okay. Now save and preview. When you save and preview, it is telling me an error occurred during the local report processing. The definition of the report, list report is invalid. The tablix has detailed member, blah, blah, blah. Detailed member can only contain static inner members. So it is telling me, so you have a list and list is having a group and within that group there is a detail. So this is detail. So within details, you cannot have any details. So what you do, you go to this details and you say delete this group. Delete a group only, don't the rows and columns. Click on OK. Now save and preview. Now the problem has gone. Clear? So now I would like to see lot of tables, not only one table. So each table is available branch wise. Now see, this is a shape I would like to repeat for branch wise. Plus, I wanted to have a chart. Now right click and say insert. Now there is a chart. When I click on chart, I have a column chart, line chart, shape, bar, area, range, scatter, polar. Lot of things are available. I would like to use as of now column chart. This is a line chart. This is a shape, pie chart, bar, horizontal, vertical bars, range, scatter, polar. Lot of things are available. Now I wanted to take one thing, whatever you wanted to have it. You can have this chart 3D clustered column chart and click on OK. Now you're able to get this. Clear? Now you need to adjust. Now this is enough. Now what you do, double click on this. When you double click on it, you are going to be getting a sigma values, category values, and series groups. What is a sigma value? Sigma value means it is y axis. Clear? Category groups means it is x-axis. Series means z-axis, right? So you have the chart you have x-axis and y-axis, then there is a z-axis, right? So that's what we know. So sigma values means y-axis, you will get some data. X-axis means category groups, you will get some data. Z-axis means series groups, you will be able to get some data. So that is what you can have it there. So you can easily understand. So I want to have sigma means numbers. Sigma means numbers. So y-axis always will have a number. So put balance. Now after that you go and I would like to have a product. And series groups I don't have anything. Product wise balance. Now save and preview. It is very very simple. Now see the data you are able to get a the data very very neatly and cleanly. You can also understand very easily. Loan is doing very well and the savings bank is doing very very well, and this is doing very very well. So you should be able to get which one is doing very very well. Clear? But I don't need all of them in a single page. I would like to create, so what is called as uh, let me go here and say go to click on the list. You have a branch id. I wanted to go to group properties. I would like to have what is called as page break. I would like to create a page break, and I wanted to also go to advanced tab and use document map branch wise. Now save and preview. Now see how the document map gets created. Now you can click on branch br1, click on branch br2, click on branch BR3, you should be able to get only that branch data. Clear? So branch wise sales. If you don't include page group, go to group properties. If you don't include page groups here, and when you create a only document map, it will be not very clean because it will showing you something here, it will show something there, right? So it is not very clean the data. It is displaying. Go to design, go to row group, go to group properties and page break. You should be able to apply page break and is display a small amount of data and page wise, branch wise, you can get the branch data within the page. Clear? So this is what is the beauty about your this one. You can display, for example, you don't like this chart, you go and you right click on this, you say change chart type. Click on this. I would like to create this chart. Clear? So I would like to create this chart. So the chart is changed. Now you should be able to see the chart like this. What is FD? What is LA? What is RD? Like that you can easily jump. Okay, whatever you wanted to have it. Go to design, right click on this. Now you can say change chart type. Okay, now I don't want to, I wanted to have like this chart. Now this is also fine. It is very very simple, the charts. So SB is coming like this, RD is coming, it is vertical and horizontal charts. You can have it. So whatever you wanted to have it, you should be able to have like this. Clear? So I don't need like this, I would like to go in for some different chart. So you simply you go there and chart, things, whatever you wanted to have it. So you will not be able to have them here, right? So when you execute, so it will give you like this. Okay, it will give you like this. Now you can creating a chart is very very important and very very easy also. So when you double click on this, now you will be able to get when you go to design mode. Now it is hanging. So only thing that you wanted to have. Okay, you can have anything here, but only thing is that you should be able to create your own charts. Creating a chart is very very easy. Anybody can create charts either in SSRS and Power BI. And SSRS, more technical people only create reports. Okay, so End of the day, who needs the report? A manager or the a non-technical people, decision makers who needs the report, right? So these people are asking a IT team. IT team means we are talking about BA team, right? BA team is going to create a lot of reports. Now the reports are going to be given to manager. Manager is completely dependent on the technical team. Clear? So the manager is a MBA guy, Master of Business Administration, people who know about the business. They need a report about their sales. Now these people are going to be talking, to the BI guys, business intelligence guys. That is we. So we collect the data. So we do a lot of circus. We get data from OLTP, we dump into data warehousing, and we create a lot of reports. And these reports we are going to be delivering it to them. So managers are completely dependent on the IT team. And sometimes manager also wanted to create a report, right? So what manager will do? They will always go to Excel sheet, right? They will always go to Excel sheet. They create a lot of data and they dump the data here. They create the reports like this. Okay. So managers wanted to create a reports like this and they use much more Excels. Clear? But now in SSRS, completely technical dependency. Now BI with, BI is in hands of technical people. Now, slowly, what the people are doing, what the companies are doing, slowly the BI is coming to the hands of the managers. So managers are saying and thinking, hey Microsoft, hey guys, I would like to create a report without a technical, guys help. I wanted to create the report on my own. So BI is not with the technical team anymore. Clear? So these people are also can create a reports. Now these managers can use a software called Power BI. Clear? So Power BI is BI which is with the hands of the managers. That means what? These people need not come to you and you are the guy who's going to be blocking them. And you are the guy, you're asking more and more money and saying that I will create a report. Hey, you cannot do it because you don't know SQL, you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know that. And the managers are dummy because they're technical, non-technical guys. So now companies are saying my managers also can create a report even though they're non-technical, even though they don't know what is SQL, they don't know what is grouping. So we need to have this kind of a BI today. So that kind of a BI is called as a Power BI. Clear? So Power BI reports can be created. So this BI now with the hands of managers. Now earlier BI, traditional BI, we are talking about SSRS and all of them it is completely BI with the hands of technical guys. So that means Bhaskar Jogi is a technical guy. He knows SSRS. He will create a report and give it to the managers. But manager has to wait and always he cannot correct it. He cannot do anything. Manager will be always have to call Bhaskar and Bhaskar is a technical guy. He's going to be creating reports. Now this kind of a reporting is structure is slowly gone, so the reporting, the business intelligence is no more with the hand of a technical guys. It is now hands of Power BI. Tableau. Tableau is changed all these things. Clear? So Tableau, Power BI, all these people are creating very, very simple reports. And with the help of Power BI, a manager can create a report. Now BI, business intelligence, is now with whom? With the managers, with the non-technical people because of the Power BI and Tableau reports. But even today, if you need data, if you need lot of things, again, a technical people also have to be there. So a simple manager cannot understand what is a relationship. They cannot understand what is a measure, what is a new column. If they wanted to have it, they will not be able to create 100% BA, but at least 80 to 90% reports they can create without having any technical knowledge. So Power BI, these people can learn in one day. Even you can learn, but if you learn as a manager, So you cannot be recruited in the company because you're technical people. You should know not only Power BI, you should also learn SQL Server and all of them, because tomorrow you have to create not only simple reports, as manager is creating, you have to create a complex report, right? Complex report means you should know how the data coming, how the data is loading, how the data is preparing, lot of them, because all these things a manager cannot do that, right? So a manager can say, I would like to create my report. I am not dependent on, I don't want to dependent on the technical team. So at least if the data is ready, everything is ready, I can prepare, right? For example, some food items you cannot prepare, your kid can prepare. Why? Because a lot of things are done already. Just the kid can go to the stove and just heat the water and put the Maggie or something like this, so they can eat. But it does not mean that the kid can prepare any complex item dish for the food. So managers are going to create a BA report. It does not mean that managers do not need any technical assistance, technical help, because still we need to have in the companies to create a lot of reports. Clear? The complex reports, and getting the data from OLTP, cleaning the data, dumping into data warehousing, and create a lot of data modeling, create new measures. Lot of work will be there in Power BI as well. So that you people have to think and work. Okay, so this is what is completely, it is big shift has happened to the BI was with the hands of technical guys 10 years ago. Clear? So let us talk about a report. This report a manager cannot understand, because the first question, he does not know what is this query to write, right? So this is where the MBA guy will stuck. What is this nonsense? Group by this one, that one. But when you go to Power BI, no need of writing these queries. No need of writing these queries. Simply drag and drop the columns. Automatically grouping and everything will get created. So this layer is completely hidden. So when you drag and drop a branch ID, when you drag and drop a product ID, when you drag and drop a balance column, a Power BI automatically creates a query like this, but that a Power BI manager does not know about it. So manager thinks, I would like to drag and drop this, drag and drop this, drag and drop this, that's it, that's what they'll say. So but internally what is happening, that Power BI guys will not know. It is doing a query only, but the query is done by whom? The query is done by the Power BI engine itself. It is not going to asking you anything like this, right? For example, I take this report, I take this copy. Now I go to Excel. I go to Excel and I dump this data, right? Now I'm going to be dumping this data. Copy with headers. Excel is the number one reporting tool, right? We knew Excel is the number one reporting tool in this world. I copy this data. This is my data. Now it is giving you lot of opportunities to create or visualize the data, right? We have a beautiful option is called pivot table. Okay. This was the very good functionality offered by Microsoft Excel. When you click on this pivot table and pivot chart, now table range, I would like to take all the data and I would like to have this data. Click on OK. Now see, it is created a thing like this. Now it is telling me, Bhaskar, what is that you need? But I'm the manager. I'll say I need branch wise. I need balance. We drag and drop this. Now see, branch wise balance, they can see the report like this. Now RDBMS is giving you like this, but I wanted to see what is the branch wise data. Branch wise data means I would like to, if it is RDBMS, I need to remove this, remove this, remove this, and execute. Now this is the branch wise data. Now the same data you can see it without not writing anything. See now, clear. But if you're an RDBMS guy, you should know the query. Then only you will be able to get it. Now see, how the SQL is going to the Excel is going to work. Now I would like to have branch wise, product wise. See, so it is going to give you a branch wise, product wise. Now it is not very clean the data here, but now see, it is giving you very neatly like this within the branch wise. Now see the beauty of this report. It is going to be creating a drilling down report. So this is what is called a pivoting operations in the Excel. See how beautifully it is creating. It is a very clause filtering. For example, I wanted to know, uh, given a product, I would like to have a where clause here. For example, where product ID is equivalent to savings band. I would like to see only this for all branches. I will create like this. But in Excel, what you do? You drag and drop the product and the filter. Filter means where clause. It will give you all products like this. Now, what is that you need? Select the multiple items. I unselect and click on SB. No, this is how the non-technical guy will do. This is how a technical guy will do. Clear? So now Excel is doing everything. So Excel has pivoting operations, right? All these things got added. So these features, gave the end users creating I need the data. Based on the data, I can create my own report, whatever I need. I would like to have a filter. I would like to have a chart. I need this. I need that, whatever I would like to have it. If I don't need, just remove like this, remove like this, remove like this. So the people can create beautiful reports with the help of Excel. So advanced Excel is called as a Power BI. Clear? So without any technical help, you get the data. So with the help of a data, so data is available here. Data is available here in the next sheet. In the next sheet, it is giving you this kind of an option. So it is a row. Row means what? For example, I wanted to have a branch in the row, and I would like to have a product in the column. It is matrix report. See now, and I would like to see the balance in the sigma. Now see what is happening. This is a x-axis and y-axis report. So I wanted to have all the things. Now see, this is x-axis and y-axis report. So branch wise and sales like this. Now you are not doing anything. There is no need of SSRS report. So if you give the data to the customers with the help of Excel, the customer can create a beautiful reports with the help of Excel. Clear? But the problem is that this guy is creating and he can see the report, but the report you wanted to send it to 1,000 people, then that is where manager will become a data entry guy. Now manager will say, this is not my thing. I would like to analyze my data. I can analyze because I know Excel and pivoting options, but I cannot send this report to 1,000 people. I don't want to change a lot of things. So if that is the case and you recruit a technical team, so those people are going to be creating SSRS reports. So all the reports are centrally will be there, and the technical team will going to put the reports in the web. So any manager wanted to see the report, they can see the report. So it means what? A manager also can create a report if they have the data. But why managers are not going to create a report? Because they can create a report. It will be with them. But if everybody needs the same report, this manager has to send to the 1,000 people. Manager's job is not to create a report and send it, right? So they say you create SSRS report and deploy in the web, or you create a Power BI report and deploy it in the web, right? So even the managers can create a lot of reports. Why still they're dependent on us? Because they are not there to create a reports and send it to thousands of people today. Clear? But they can create whatever be the report that you need it. These people can create reports very easily, because Excel has an option called a pivot table. With the pivot table, you can do beautiful reports like this. If you don't need, simply you remove this out, remove this out, remove this out. Clear? So this is what is called a pivoting option. You will also see a lot of things like this in your Power BI as well. Clear? But this is what is your data. See, now this data, because of pivoting operations, we're able to create this kind of a thing, and we can easily analyze it. So this is very easy for you to use it. Clear? So what is the filtering? Where clause. What is the row? X-axis and Y-axis, right? And sigma means this is a measure value, a numbered values. That's it. Clear, guys? So Power BI is now, or not Power BI, BI is now with the hands of managers, decision makers. Not BI is not with the hands of technical guys. Clear? You give them the data, they can create any kind of a beautiful reports. But the problem is that they cannot create a report and send it to thousands of people. That is where again we are going to be going, and we are creating a report instead of they're creating, and we are distributing to others. We are putting centralizing, we are applying security, lot of things we have to do as part of SSRS or Power BI. But SSRS is completely technical. People only can create Excel and Power BI or even Tableau. Any non-technical people also can create, right? It's very, very easy. So you can install, installing Power BI is also very, very simple, right? So if you want to install a Power BI, and it will not need anything else. Simply you go to Google and you say download Power BI desktop, right? So Power BI is available in Power BI desktop. So this is the name. So that is what you got to download it. Now powerbi.microsoft.com, where you have the software available. Click on this. Clear? Then it is going to give you Microsoft Power BI desktop. Okay. So and Microsoft Power BI Mobile, Microsoft On-Premises Data Gateway, all these things you don't need. Power BI Report Builder and On-Premise, lot of things are available, but you have to download Power BI what? So Microsoft Power BI Desktop and click on the download option. So this is what you need to choose. All these things you don't need as of now, okay? So you need to, Microsoft Power BI Desktop, you need to download. Click on this and you will be able to download this. Okay, open Microsoft Store. It is going to open Microsoft Store. Clear? So Power BI is already installed. Okay, this product is installed already. Otherwise you will have a download option or install option. You need to click on that. That's it. So installing Power BI is a 2 minutes process, and you will be able to see a install here. Why it is showing me launch? Because I have already installed in my computer. If I click on launch, it is going to be opening the Power BI from my laptop. Let me click on launch. Okay, so it is opening from my computer. Okay, so now Microsoft Power BI is getting opened. Installation will take only 2 to 3 minutes or 2 to 5 minutes maximum. Power BI, anybody can easily download the Power BI, and you can also create a simple reports. Lot of videos are available in YouTube, and creating Power BI reports are pretty much easy, right? Now it is giving you this one, what is new, blah blah blah. You don't need to do anything. Click on this box. Okay, I don't want to, use this. This is nonsense for us. Just close this. This is where you're going to be creating your Power BI reports. Clear? So I told you a report needs a data. That's what any report, what the report needs. You tell me what a report needs. Any report needs what? Data sources, data sets. So any report when you create, how do you create? Any report needs data. So data is coming from where? Data sources. Then we need to create a lot of data sets. Data set means I was talking about a query. Now this is not going to write any query here, because automatically queries are written, data sources, data sets. Then after that, what you do now, when you're getting the data from RDBMS, when you're getting the data from RDBMS, now the beauty in RDBMS is we will have a primary key, foreign key, lot of things are taken care, right? If you go to iBank database, so already we have primary key, foreign keys. You can see the database diagrams. Okay, if you go to RDBMS, so you have account master table, you have a branch master table, you have let us say product master table, All these tables are for iBank. Okay. Now, the beauty of RDBMS is which is going to create a lot of relationships, right? Because the data is available in RDBMS. But if I give you all the data in Excel spreadsheets, for example, I will give you data not in RDBMS. I will take an Excel file. Clear? Now, the data also can be available. For example, I go to, let me close this window. Let me close this window, close this query. Now I wanted to get some data from account master table. So this data is available where? In SQL Server. But now, whatever be the reason, the customer is dumping copy with headers. All the data is copying. So this is account master table is copying data here. Now there is one more table called transaction master table, right? Now how many transactions each guy has done. So he's getting a lot of data, and this data is again copied with headers and is going to be giving you in the transaction TM table. Now the data is given like this. Now this is my banking data. Okay. So I'll say bank iBank data. So I store this data somewhere in my downloads folder. Click on the save. Now the question is, if you go to Power BI, Power BI can get the data from multiple sources. If you go Excel, Power BI data sets, Power BI data flows, blah, 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 SQL Server, analysis services, text files, web, this one, that one, hundreds of things are available from where you should be able to get the data. Clear? So that is there. But the problem is, if you get the data, if the tables have relationships and links, so how do I do that? For example, this is the complete from where list from where you can get the data from IBM Netezza. I told you RDBMS Netezza, right? MySQL database, IBM DB2, Oracle database, SQL Server, Access database, SQL Server database, SharePoint folder, Parac with PDF. Even PDF data also can get it and read it. JSON files, XML files, or text files, Excel files. You can get the data anywhere. Impala. Impala means Hadoop, right? So SAP, HANA, Teradata, Sybase, Postgre, RDBMS, Google BigQuery, Vertica, Snowflake, and SBase, Azure means cloud. So lot of data sources are available, much more bigger than the SSRS list. Clear? Hundreds of things are available. Anybody can get the data from anywhere. Clear? So only they should know how to connect it to the data source. What is Vena? Even I don't know. What is Vessel Insight? There are a lot of things from where you should be able to get the data. Clear? Now, after getting the data, so if the data has relationship, how do you know relationship? If you're a technical guy, you can understand what is a primary key and foreign key relationship. Otherwise, you don't understand. But if you go to Excel sheet, in Excel, can we create a primary key and foreign key relationship? You cannot, right? So now I need to do the data modeling. What is a primary key? What is a foreign key? And all these things you did not do it in the Excel sheet because there is no option in Excel sheet. But I need to do this activity where? Because if the data is available in RDBMS, data modeling relationship would have been taken care in the RDBMS itself. Now RDBMS is not doing. All the data is now available in Excel. Excel cannot maintain relationship. It can maintain the data. But now I wanted to visualize the data where? In my Power BI. If I go to my Power BI, the first question, I am supplying the data, that is fine. But if I have any relationships, how do I do that? So that is where the data modeling also has to be done in this. Clear? So there is a model. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? So this is what is called data modeling. So data modeling will be done with the help of these guys. So this is what is called visualization. So this is what is called visualization, and you should know this. So this is where the data modeling will be done. Why? Because when you give the data, when you give the data, from RDBMS, nobody is going to be doing data modeling because RDBMS is the best tool to create a primary key, foreign key, everything. But we are also getting the data from flat files, Excel file, this file, that file. So we need to do the data modeling here. And for the visualization purpose, we are going to be using these visuals. Clear? So that is what we're going to be doing. Now you can see a lot of visuals are available here. So a lot of them you can have it. So you can have a chart, you can have this, you can have this, you can have this, you can have this. So creating very, very simple, simple thing. So data modeling will be done where? Data modeling can also be done in the where? Here. So what is the data modeling that you should know? What is the primary key? What is the foreign key? All of them you should know. So that already we discussed in SQL Server. Clear? So when you drag and drop and when you attach something, automatically the primary keys and foreign keys will get created. Then you should be able to do a lot of other things. Clear? So these things you are going to be doing in Power BI as well. And this is a canvas where you should be able to create your own visualizations. Lot of things you can work on this. So creating Power BI reports also pretty much simple. Get the data and data model it and you visualize the data. That's it, nothing else. And with the help of different reports, what we do, we going to create a lot of dashboards. Clear? So we're going to create a lot of dashboards. Now we can just go, we can drag and drop. Filter means I told you where clause, right? Which is going to be using a pivoting tables from Excel. Clear? Because Power BI is advanced tool of Excel only. Clear? So a lot of things can be done with the help of these three things. And that's it. And you can get the data and create whatever you wanted to create and keep the report in the web. Clear? So SSRS is going to be providing data into SSRS server. So we are going to be deploying the data to the SSRS server, and we have a Power BI also can deploy the data to the Azure, and Power BI also will have a report server. Power BI report server where it can deploy its reports. Because end of the day, the report if I create, I should not keep in my laptop because the reports are for the managers. Where is the manager sitting? Maybe in Canada, maybe in America, maybe in India. Because think about Amazon reports. Amazon guys, maybe Amazon decision makers, maybe all over the world. So if I create a report in Power BI today, the report is available to me. But how do I make it public? So I need to create one server, and that is called Power BI server. So you need to deploy all these reports created in your desktop, in your laptop, need to go to online. So we have a Power BI reporting server, Power BI report service, where you're going to be deploying the reports which are available in your computer. Will go there, and once you deploy to that web, so the web URL you need to give it www.com xyz www dot xyz.com. When you give, they can go to that website and they can see the reports. Clear? So end of the day, SSRS reports or Power BI reports or Tableau reports need to be deployed to the web. Clear? So that is what is very, very important. Power BI reports cannot be deployed to report server. Power BI reports can be deployed to cloud, Azure, or Power BI reports also can be deployed to Power BI server. Clear, guys? So creating Power BI is also very, very simple. So data modeling can also be done in the this one. But in case of your in SSRS, so data modeling options are not available. Clear? You get the data, you dump the data. For example, if you have some data and if you wanted to create a primary key, foreign key relationships, and if somebody says that I'll give you data in Excel file or in a CSV file, then you create a report on it, I can create. But data modeling techniques and these kind of things which are not available in your SSRS, now I cannot create a primary key and foreign key. What the people will say, if we have data, the data please dump onto a database. Then in the database, you create a primary key and foreign key and give the database link to SSRS. Now SSRS can create a beautiful reports, but SSRS itself does not have data modeling capabilities as compared to Power BI. Clear, guys? Chalo. We'll continue tomorrow. So today we discussed about list report. Now we'll discuss about some more things tomorrow. And to improve SSRS reports, a few points I have listed. Always use stored procedures, queries, functions in the SSRS. These are very, very faster. Never use lengthy column names in the group by class. So you read them. So we'll discuss this tomorrow probably. So use Cube to get the best performance from the for the report. Sometimes people may ask you, how do you improve the performance of the report? SSRS report. I'm not talking about Power BI reports. Clear, guys? We will also see some reports in Power BI. Anybody can create a report in Excel, Power BI, but only thing is that they should understand a lot of SQL. Clear? That's important.